I'm literally a complete idiot. Just filmed this whole video, changed my jumper, and then realised I didn't film an intro. So, hi. Basically, this is a chatty get ready with me video where I'm doing my makeup, answering your questions and assumptions, and having a bit of a chill chat whilst doing my face, basically. So I asked you guys on Instagram for some questions. If you don't follow me over on the gram, it's here. You really should, and next time you could join in as well. I ask for questions for stuff quite a lot, so Instagram generally is the place to go. Now that that shameless plug is over, let's just get straight on with the video. Sorry that the intro is different, I'm just a bit of a liability. So as you can see, my skin really isn't the best. So I have been just using the same kind of products on it to help calm it down. I really don't like introducing totally new things into my skincare routine because I'm scared it'll break me out. So the products I have been using are basically this moisturiser, it's very nearly run out, which is by Neutrogena, and then this facial spray with aloe vera and cucumber by Mario Badescu, also nearly run out. Okay, I have screenshotted a few. I just want to get through as many as I can. So I'm going to start with the very first one that I got, which was, why didn't you go to Portugal for your clothing range like the others did? Okay, so if you don't know what that question is about, basically back in, I think it was July, Get Noticed launched, which is a clothing line that I was lucky enough to be a part of, and I was fortunate enough to have my own line with them. But a lot of the influencers that worked on it, in fact most of them, went to Portugal to shoot their products. I couldn't go to that because I was in Italy. Now originally, the original dates I had like free and I was like ready to go and it was all sorted and stuff, and then the dates were changed last minute and I was away in Italy. And if you watched my channel back in May and June, I went to Italy for about 2 weeks, so there was no way I could really get out of that. So yeah, I just couldn't go and it was a shame, but that was basically it. There was like nothing deep there. Obviously I was invited to go and shoot my stuff, but I wasn't free. So kind of my own fault, but also Italy was incredible and I wouldn't have swapped it because I had the best 2 weeks in Italy. Next question. Somebody said, I asked for questions and assumptions by the way guys. So somebody said, you use your parents' money to fund your travel. This is so not true, and I wanted to answer it because I really don't want you guys to think that, because I know it looks like I go away all the time, and I do go away all the time. Like, I'm so lucky in that I have been able to travel a lot this year, but a couple of the times I've been away it has been with a brand, so to me that's more like working. Like, it's still like a holiday, but it is like work, and obviously I haven't paid for that, so it's not all coming out of my money. I have been entirely self-sufficient and not reliant on my parents since I was 15 years old. Like, literally everything I've bought and done has been self-funded, and that sounds like I'm showing off, but I'm actually really proud of that because I know a lot of people that are like 19, 20 that have never earned their own money. So yeah, to me that's quite a big deal. But yeah, I don't want you guys to think that I've just gone on loads of holidays with mummy and daddy's money. Like, that's so not the case at all. The next thing that I use is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, and this is like a glowy primer. Don't really know what it is, but I just put it on the tops of my cheekbones because it looks incredible. Okay, the next one was any breakup stories. I have actually only really had like one breakup. If you've watched my channel for a while, you might remember, well, I mean, like, I didn't publicly really talk about it, but I was like 16 and I've been with this boy for a little while, and then we broke up when I was in year 11, so it wasn't like a serious relationship, but like at the time it felt like a big deal. You know how it is when you're like 16 and it seems like a massive deal, and obviously it didn't feel nice. Like, it was kind of a mutual thing. I don't think either of us would be like, oh, it was wrong, because it was right at the time to not be together. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna continue the story. Just gonna put my concealer on. I've actually been using 2 different concealers and I haven't been wearing a foundation. So the concealers I'm loving are the Stay Naked by Urban Decay, which is quite a new one, and then this one by Milani, which is the Conceal and Perfect. This is a really, really good full coverage concealer. I bought this whilst I was in America. I haven't seen it in the UK, but I think you can buy it here. And I kind of popped this one on like my many spots, and I kind of use this one for my under the eye. They're a little bit darker than what I'd usually go for, just because they've been my like summer ones and I am still kind of tanned. But yeah, anyway, so I was like in year 11 and me and this boy broke up kind of just before my mock exams. I really remember it being around that time. And he had been like friends with a lot of my friends, so it had been a little bit of a difficult one, because like my whole life as I knew it kind of did change for loads of other reasons around the same time. But yeah, like I have no real hard feelings towards him now, and I think that I've been pretty lucky because I haven't really ever had any other breakups. Like there's been definite things that have felt like a breakup where I have like liked other boys and like they don't like you back kind of thing, but generally I've been pretty lucky and I don't have any like horror stories. I've never been like cheated on or anything like that, and obviously I'm only 19, so oh, my parcel's just been delivered, I can hear the postman. Okay, now even though these concealers are dark, they're still too pale for me, which is just really annoying if I'm honest. But you can see how good coverage that Milani concealer is. Like I have no foundation on and I have a really spotty head, but you just can't tell with this concealer. Like, okay, the next thing that I do is just use this little sleek contour and blush kit, which is really nice, and I just use the like bronzery contour to like bronze up my face and go over my forehead because I do just look paler than my body right now. So the next thing that somebody said was, you and Tom have broken up but you're keeping the facade up to stay relevant. I mean, I'm hoping that you've asked that because you know that it's a lie, but if people genuinely think that, then okay. Tom and I have not broken up, we are not together for the facade. Do not think that if we were together for the social media side of it, he would be on my channel a lot more than he is, because I feel like as couples on YouTube go, we're really not like shouty about it. Like I know that you guys obviously know that I'm with him, but I don't feel like we're really in your face like couples Q&A, couples this and that. Like I have no problem with that. I think it's totally up to the individual on YouTube how they put their relationship out there. I don't really think that there is a right or wrong, because I get questions all the time like, oh, you're gonna regret like putting that online, and like, don't you regret it? And like genuinely the answer is no, because I know that like even like God forbid if we ever were to break up, I don't really think I'd regret it even then, because like this has been a massive part of my life. We've been together for a really long time. Yeah, I just don't really think I will, but obviously that might change. But right now, and pretty much since we got together, that has been my view on it. So yeah, no, we're not together for the views, no, we're not together for the facade, we are actually just together. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, the next one. Are you still considering going to university after your gap year? To be honest, I don't think so. I just have so much that I want to do, so much that I want to see, and things that I'm like planning, that uni just doesn't really like fit into that. And I really think that if it did, and if I was really passionate about wanting to go, I would change my mind. Sorry, I'm just going to swap to my highlighter real quick. I've been using this little sample size of the Becca Opal highlighter. I really like it. It's like pink kind of tone. Anyway, going back to the question. I currently don't have plans to, but I haven't ruled it out, basically, is the underlying factor. This week has been a real eye-opener for me, because as I'm currently filming this, it is like the week where everybody's going back to uni, like just before Freshers Week kind of thing. All my friends have moved into their houses. There is nobody left in my hometown apart from me and my boyfriend, and I mean that, like all of my friends are at uni, with the exception of my YouTube friends, but then obviously they live far away anyway, so like it's the same thing. And I think this week I have thought about it a little bit more than I had done over the summer. Obviously when my friends were at home, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just like pretending it wasn't a thing. And I have thought about it, and I think I really will miss the student lifestyle. Leeds for me was a real eye-opener, but then once I started to enjoy it, I really enjoyed it, and I loved Leeds as a city so much. And I think that I would like to go back, but then I know in my head that it's not for the university, it's not for the education, it's because I want to live there. And I think that that's a different feeling, and doing a degree just because I want to live in the city seems pointless to me, because I don't want to continue my education. Like right now that's not my priority, but I'm not saying that it won't be in a year's time, so who knows, catch me in a year moving back to Leeds, I don't know. Also, I love this highlighter. It's just so like subtle and pretty, but it's really glowy. The next thing I do is my eyebrows, and I have used this exact same brow gel by Benefit, which I actually can't remember the name of it. What is this called? Cabrow, for about 2 years, and I still haven't run out of it. But I just wet this with the Mario Badescu spray like this, and then take a little angled brush to it and fill my brows in. I've actually had them waxed fairly recently, so they're really easy to fill in at the moment, which is great. Okay, the next question somebody said was, where is your favourite city or place you've visited this summer? That it's actually really hard to pick like one. Obviously I think my favourite place I went all summer was Florida, just because Florida holds like a special place in my heart. Like, however, new places that I visited this summer, I think I have to say that Florence and Venice and just Italy in general were my favourite. I loved Verona, I loved Lake Garda. Like, Italy was just beautiful, and that 2 weeks, everywhere I went, I was just in love with. So yeah, I think Florence would have to take it though, because I've never felt so happy and in love with a place as I did with Florence. Like, I just loved it. Somebody said, what are your current plans for the year? Are you planning on getting a job or an internship, etc.? Right now my main focus is on travel. However, I would love to intern. There's like a list of places that I really would love to do an internship. A couple of them are in the States. I really want to go to the US and do an internship. I would love to work at Disney Florida. Like, that would be a dream, to have like a summer internship at Disney Florida. However, it's really hard to get onto a scheme that do it without a degree and like a graduate thing. Yeah, I've looked at a few in New York as well. I really want to go and like do an internship in the States. I don't know why. It's like, it's the most me thing ever to be like, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to go to the US. But generally I'm just focusing on the traveling. Like, I haven't actually really thought about that too much. There's a lot of other things that I want to do as well, like, that I'm not going to speak about in case it doesn't happen, but like, yeah, Australia is a big one. I really want to go to Thailand as well. They're two really big things on my mind about the next year, but primarily I just want to focus on YouTube, really good travel content, really good video content, that kind of thing. So if you've got any video ideas that you want to see in the next year, comment them down below, because I'm really happy to try pushing the boundaries of the things I've done before and like what kind of challenges I'm doing and stuff like that. I then just brushed my eyebrows through with the 24-hour brow setter, also by Benefit. I feel like Benefit just own eyebrows. I just brushed them through with this. It's really good, and it does set your eyebrows in place for 24 hours, I'd say. I mean, I haven't tested it, but... Okay, the next question, which this is the last time I'm answering this, guys. I feel like I have to address it one more time because I get this question constantly. Before we move on to that, I'm just going to do my eyeshadow. So I have this Huda Beauty palette, which is New Nude by Huda Beauty. I love this palette. It has some absolutely incredible pink shades. But yeah, the question was, what are you doing now that you're not at university? And I feel like I've answered this 28 times or more. My plan is, even though I've kind of just said this, focus on YouTube for a year, maybe 2 years, and just see where that goes. Luckily, it is sustainable enough to be a full-time job and a full-time wage, and there is no job that I want to do more than this right now, so it seems pointless to look for other jobs when I'm happy in this job and I love doing what I do. And travelling is something I'm really passionate about and something I really want to do a lot more of. Watch this space in terms of websites, travel blogs, and things like that. This eyeshadow is so pigmented and easy to use. Like, this is such a light shade, but it's gone on really well. Okay, somebody said, what is your dream car? Okay, I thought this was a good question because I've actually not been asked this before, but currently I drive a Suzuki Swift. Don't get me wrong, I like the Swift, but it's not like my dream car. I really want my next car to be an Audi TT, or, well, no, not all, like, I want my next car to be a TT, so not like in the near future, but in the foreseeable future, I would love to get one of those. My actual dream car, in terms of like, if I was absolutely loaded and I could just spend whatever on a car, is a like massive white Range Rover. I think they just look sick. I love how big they are and how like cool they look. I would be horrific at driving it and awful at parking it, but I think they're really nice cars, and whenever I see one I'm like, oh my god, these honestly blend so nicely. And the shimmery shades are just a dream, so I'm going to pop on a little bit of a shimmery one now. I think I'll go for the lightest because I don't really want like a heavy eye makeup. Oh, it's just stunning. Like, what the actual hell? That's just from one little finger like swipe. Just gonna blend it out a little bit because I feel like, although the glitter is incredible, it does make a little bit of a mess, but like all glitter does. So the next question was, what are your plans from now until Christmas? Are you traveling anymore or got any internships coming up? I have a lot of plans between now and Christmas. In fact, I am so incredibly busy. However, that's how I like it. I wouldn't have it any other way. That is through my choice. It is my 20th birthday in a month, which scares me, but I have a lot of plans. Tom and I are going away. I haven't said to where yet, but like, stay tuned. I'm really excited. It is a place I've never been before. I've not known anybody go there. It was very spontaneous, but I'm very excited. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot to say I was using the Body Shop eyeliner. Got one eye of eyeliner on now, but I'll just explain some other plans. Yeah, my birthday's a big one, going on a couple of nights out. I have 2 brand trips between when I'm filming this and my birthday, which I'm excited about. And then after my birthday, I'm visiting Eve at Oxford, which I'm really excited about. I've never been to Oxford before, never been to the university or the city, so I don't know what to expect. But I'm excited about that. I also have Halloween plans, which involve going down to Brighton, which I'm very excited about. I haven't been to Brighton in a long time. I'm also visiting Erin at her university in Lancaster for her birthday. Winter in the city is before Christmas, which means I'm getting to meet you guys all over again. And then that brings us up to December. For mascara, I've actually been using this one by Topshop because my Body Shop one ran out. And I do like this. I mean, it's not my favourite that I've ever used, but I think for a Topshop mascara, it's actually really good. It's got quite a nice brush, which makes it really nice to use. But I'm also going to be applying lashes today, which is a new step in my everyday makeup routine, because now whenever I do makeup, I actually do wear lashes most of the time. So I kind of only put a little bit of mascara on because once you've got lashes on, I feel like you don't need tons of your own mascara on, just kind of enough so that your natural lashes are like black. So the next question I got was from Laura Medley, who you should watch if you don't watch. I really love her channel, but she just said, how are you? Which I thought was really nice. So I'm putting these lashes on, by the way, guys. These are the Eyelure Exaggerate number 141, and as you can see, I've already worn them. Glue is on lash number 1. But yeah, the answer to that question is, honestly, right now I am actually really good. Like, I feel like that's the easiest answer, and it hasn't been like an easy year by any means. Like, I've said this a lot, and I feel like if you watch, you kind of already know that, but I had a really rough start at university last year, and I was really up and down, and I was just like, so all over the place. But right now I feel like for the first time in a long time, confident in my decision of not going to university. Like, I have had a bit of a wobble this week because everybody's gone back, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not doing that. And for the first time, it's really obvious to me that I've gone against the social norm in that I'm not at university. But I'm also like happy and confident in my decision that I don't feel like I've made the wrong choice. Maybe I will in a year's time, maybe I will in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, maybe I'll really regret this. But right now, I really feel like confident in that this is right for me right now. Hopefully things are gonna be good for the end half of the year. I have a good feeling about it. So the lashes are pretty easy to put on as well, like, well, I think for me. I usually struggle with eyelashes quite a lot. Probably just jinxed myself though, because now I can't get this one to sit right. Somebody said, do you think if you'd have done a different course at university, you would have enjoyed it more putting the lash on? But honestly, I don't think so, because the whole reason that I did that course was because I didn't want to go to university. So I did a foundation course thinking it might help me decide if I do or don't want to go. So it's hard for me to answer that. I think maybe I would have enjoyed it if I'd have had a real like passion for what I was learning, but generally I think my head was just elsewhere. I just didn't really want to be in education. I don't really think it was the course. Like, the course wasn't great either, but I can't blame it entirely on that. I'm gonna go in with like a second little coat of mascara on the bottom. Okay, and then lip gloss, which is the last thing. I've been using this one just because it's really easy and it's nude and it just is easy to have on. It is by MAC. It is called Plenty of Pout Plumping Lip Gloss, and I've used this so much it's nearly run out. But it just kind of makes your lips shiny and look moisturised and look healthier than they actually are, or look a little bit bigger than they actually are. And this is kind of all I've been doing. Like, I actually really like this makeup look, but it was pretty straightforward. Like you guys saw, I didn't put foundation on, haven't got powder on, nothing like that. It's just easy. There's about 7 products sat at the side of me. So I hope you've enjoyed this little catch-up video. I just felt like it'd be nice to do another Q&A or another kind of like chatty sit down assumptions video whilst doing my makeup, because there are a lot of products that I'm loving right now and I never talk about makeup anymore. So yeah, I know I'm not a makeup artist, but I thought this would be fun. So if you have enjoyed it, go down below, hit the subscribe button. As I mentioned, comment down below any video requests that you have or that you think would kind of fit my channel and you want to see. I'll be reading and replying to them all. So other than that, I shall be back with another video on my channel very, very soon. There is going to be some exciting travel vlogs coming. As I mentioned, I've got a couple of trips coming up, so I hope you're going to enjoy them. Yeah, I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye guys!